And I got to, oh, you know what? I can use my other knife. That's right. I can use this knife. I knew I had other knives. And one thing with the ground turkey, you'll see that I have no juice. All that cooks right into the turkey, and that's what I want. And it is done. So we're going to set this to the side. When I found out the trainers were personal and I had a chance to lift dead weights and power lift, that's what I always wanted to do. It was one of my things I always wanted to do as a kid. And as a kid, I was a professional roller skater. I competed. I got medals for it. Same with swimming. So I wanted to do something different, you know, and stuff. So I thought, oh, you know what? When they told me I could learn how to do that, I was like, okay, I'll pay that. And it's well worth it because they make the workouts. You don't have to. I mean, you don't, and just like the other day, I was squatting, and I was squatting like this, and I had the safety racks, but I didn't have my med ball. So my trainer's like, move the med ball. So we kicked it away, you know, and next thing you know, he's like, yeah, well, I had 135, and I just bailed. He says, you didn't even frickin' try. He's different. He said, you didn't even blanket try. And I said, want me to do it again? He says, no, tear it down. And then we went and benched, you know, and it was funny. And I had stuff, and I was just a little, you know, I was a little nervous because I wasn't sure where I was going with this, you know, and it was funny. But you have a good time, you know, and then we have people, we all like a little family there. We cheer each other on. And then people call me the beast, some people call me a stud. And I would be like, you know, you're the stud, or you're the bomb, you know, and you got this. And one day somebody made a comment, they said, man, I don't know if I could do what you have to do in a day. And it's like, when I first started, no. But my trainers expect a lot from me, and that's the thing. My trainers, they expect a lot. And it took me a while to get the lunges down and my cleans, which is you go from here, then you go up, and you push. Well, probably that was one of the hardest things for me in walking lunges, which means you kneel down with weights, and you actually walk and go down like that. Well, I think for me, that was the hardest things to get, was those to get. And other than that, I was okay. So it was just really, really hard, you know, and for me, that was really strange because, you know, it's different things for me, but I enjoy it because I've learned a lot from my trainers. I've learned how to do a lot of things, and I'm very blessed, you know, because he said today, I'll never give up on you, and that's true, they don't, and they wanted a raise. I understand inflation, right? Guess what? I didn't mind because they're worth every dime for me. I mean, if it wasn't for them really, you know, doing that for me, and really, you know, helping me and giving me the workouts that I needed to do it right without having any surgeries, I'd probably be dead today. And that's what people don't realize. If you don't put yourself number one in your health, you have nothing. And I found that out, you know. I mean, I did. And just like this week, yeah, you know, I got told a few things, and it's like, yeah, I'll do what I'm supposed to do because I'm not going to die. When it's my time to die, yeah, I always tell people I'll come back and haunt them. They crack up. But no, and since I've been doing workouts with my trainers, you know, like in the summertime, I really hit it hard. And I enjoy it because to where I'm at today, is a nice feeling. The first 3 years were the hardest. Year 4, it started to get better. Year 5, it finally was to the point where I felt like I was, you know, I was finally accomplishing something. The first 3 years are hard because you're so big and you're trying to get the weight off. People think the weight's going to come off overnight. It's not. It's not going to come off overnight. You have to really want it. You have to work at it. You have to really count macros and all that, you know, and I do, and stuff. But people really need to see that, hey, this is what you have to do. If you think it's coming off overnight, no. It's easier to put it on than take it off. All right. Let's Get these cut. I think for me, when I first started, this is true. I used to carry this bar on my back. I mean, this thing was huge, and it was like, I remember it goes over the shoulders, and it's got like a harness thing, and you'd walk, sit down. He'd say, sit down, sit up, sit down, sit up. That's all I did, and I was like getting ticked, and he said, we have to do this because he said, you're so big. If you want to do the fun stuff, then you got to do this, and that's it. Now I can run, and the other day, I had run, and he says, don't worry, you're doing that med ball. And I was like, oh, I hate that med ball. See, you have to carry from like here, probably to my garage door, which, I don't know, maybe 30, I don't know how long it would be, but anyways, it's like in the middle of the gym to the front door and back. And I hate that. And then you got 4 throws over there. And I said, how about we just don't do it? And he's like, don't worry, your ass is doing it. And I was like, man, I tried. And the other trainer was sitting up at the front desk, and he's like cracking up, and he says, I knew she was going to try it. He says, yeah, well, she could try all she wants, but it's in. So then I had the 185 deadlift, and he said my deadlifts are good. That's one thing. My upper body is not as strong. I finally got 95 on benching, but my lower body is, and I was pissed this week without the 215, but I think it was just from being my sinus infection, and then with all the drama and stuff, and it's like I'm some foreign bitch. And so I was like, you know what? I don't need all this drama, and I don't. So I just said, hell with it. You know, I'm not going to deal with it. And I think that and stuff. But I did get 205, so I was proud of that. 205 moved really easy. So I was like, oh, yes, you know, I'm perfect. I was really happy with that. So I'll show you over here. As you can see, this is all cooked in. That's what I like about it, because it gives a really, really good flavor on this. And there. It gives a great flavor. And I'm going to taste it just to see how the taste is. And plus today being Saturday, I had to run to the store. It's good. I had to run because I didn't have any spaghetti. I hate going to the store on Saturdays. It's just like, ugh. But it is what it is. So we're going to add this in, and then we'll add our tomato sauce. We're going to add our seasonings again, too. I'll mix this up a little bit. I always kill my kitchen floor, even though I mopped it this morning. I got the medicine though today because I can't sleep at night, and I have to sleep sort of propped up because if I don't, I cough and I can't breathe, and then my chest hurts, and I want to get this over with. Somehow I got bronchitis and not my out. But I've still been working out and doing my workout, so. Only thing I couldn't get up was 215 this week, but I'll get that next week. I mean, sometimes, there's times I can barely pull 185, and it's like, people think it's really, you know, it's that, and it's like, one week you could actually pull really good, and the following week, you might not even make squat. And I've had that happen. Don't ask me why. It just, you know, it's just, people tell me all the time, even trainers will tell me, one week they might pull 600, or 550, the following week you might only pull 400. Just, your body will tell you. And when you get in the gym and you start really working out and you see the results, then you feel confident in yourself, and you realize, wow, you know, look at this accomplishment. When I went out last night in my 9 West jeans, size 10, at first I thought I bought the wrong size last night, you know, because I forgot. Well, I was like, okay, let me see here. Well, guess what? They did fit, and I forgot what I bought, and I didn't realize I was that small. And then my shirt was only a medium. And my friends were like, holy crap, Elvira. They're like, man, they were telling me, you're so gorgeous. And they loved my hair the way it was, you know, and everything. And they're like, wow, you are just one gorgeous lady. And then they had some kind of a, what do you call it, party tonight they invited me to. But I said, nah, I had to work today, and I don't really want to do that because tonight's my bath night with a Truly in the tub with my angel meditation music. That's how I do it, and I detox my body. I mean, I use essential oils and everything. So, and then tomorrow, plus I have to iron my clothes because I put my clothes away. When I put my clothes away, I iron them before I put them in the closet. I'm really anal on that too. Now we're going to add our seasonings again. And then you should only have to add another teaspoon each because when I do, I'm usually good. I could do that. That's still cool. Okay. So, let me get my hands right. And it was funny last night because I ordered a takeout and the kid says, well, I gave him a tip on a 20%. My bill was only like $11 because I just got a salad, and the salad was a fresh salad where I could eat. And so my friend, he was talking. I was asking how the kids were and the wife, because I know the whole family and I know the owner. When I go out to places, believe it or not, I know owners, because when you're in business, red pepper flakes. When you own companies and like I do, people know you, and I have high respect for what I've done with my clients, and I deal with $1 million accounts in my business. So, onion powder. Everybody's always giving me hugs and kisses and everything, and it's like, it's great. It just is a good feeling. And guess what? I just knocked my thing over. I just knocked my stand over. I can't believe I did that. Well, probably because I was trying to lean over it. Cumin. Because I was leaning over it to put something away. Yeah. I think for me, when anybody starts working out, I think the hardest thing is just to start getting in there and realize that, hey, look, you can do it regardless. And, people aren't going to look at you strange. A private gym is different with a trainer because we're not in the meat market business. Like, everybody calls, like, all the other public ones the meat markets because people go in the designer clothes. No, we don't dress like this. We dress in sweatshirts and sweatpants or, workout pants and workout shirts. We're not wearing these things like this because you're lifting heavy, and if you're going to lift heavy, I guarantee you're going to need a shirt on. Guaranteed. So, and I do all the time. I wear shirts because I know, and I can even wear long workout pants because if I don't, I have to pull, and it's like when you're pulling a deadlift, and it has to come right back against my shins. So when I'm pulling up, I got to make sure that I'm able to pull because I did that the other day, and I was pissed because I lost the damn thing, and then I couldn't get it back up, and I don't know, I was just off on that, and I thought, hell with it. I was pissed at myself, and my trainer says it happens, but I wasn't. We've all had, believe it or not, we've all been with the sinus infections and stuff. And I've had it really bad. And I just use all my seasonings again, and then that should do it. And then we're going to use 4 teaspoons of Parmesan. Okay. And we're going to be just about done here. We're going to add our 4 things and then put the lid on. Okay. Break here. We're going to mix this up, put the lid on, and let it cook. And then I'll be back with the calorie count and show you what it looks like when it's all done. And there we go. God bless everybody, and I'll be back in a bit. Bye.